Every year, millions of people dream of visiting Japan. The technology, the culture, the discipline, the order. From the outside, Japan looks like a country that figured it all out. But there is a version of Japan that never makes the travel guides. A version that tells a very different story. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. If this is the kind of content you are looking for, real stories, real numbers, no headlines, subscribe to Global Uncovered right now and hit the bell. We cover the world the way it actually is. Now, back to Japan. In 2024, Japan lost more than 900,000 people. Not to war, not to disaster, simply to time and a society that stopped having children. That same year, over 76,000 people died completely alone in their homes, their bodies sometimes undiscovered for weeks, months, or in some cases more than a year. And right now, 9 million homes across Japan sit empty, silent, waiting for owners who will never return. This is not a country in decline. This is a country in free fall, and almost no one in the world is talking about it seriously. At Global Uncovered, we go beyond the image every country projects to the world. Today, we are going to look at the real Japan, not the one built on neon lights and ancient temples, but the one built on a demographic crisis that is reshaping the country from the inside. We will look at 5 realities that most documentaries skip entirely. Stay with us. The full picture matters. Here is something that stops most people cold. Japan is not just shrinking, it is shrinking faster than any other developed nation on Earth. The prefecture of Akiya lost 1.91% of its population in a single year. That sounds small until you understand that at that pace, Akiya will simply cease to function as a prefecture within a generation. Not metaphorically, structurally. Schools close, hospitals close, roads go unrepaired. That is already happening. Japan's population stands at 124.3 million today. That sounds substantial. But in 2009, it was 126.6 million. In those 15 years, Japan has lost the equivalent of a mid-sized country. In 2024 alone, there were only 687,689 births, the 9th consecutive record low, and the first time in recorded history that Japan's births fell below 700,000 in a single year. The fertility rate hit 1.15 in 2024. The replacement level needed to maintain a stable population is 2.1. Japan is at barely half of that. Japan's median age is now 49.9 years, the second highest in the entire world, behind only Monaco. Nearly 30% of Japan's population is aged 65 or older. By 2070, government projections show Japan's population falling to 87 million. That is a loss of roughly 37 million people from today's figure. An entire nation's worth of people gone. And the pace of that decline is not slowing, it is accelerating. But the population numbers only explain part of what is happening here. Because for the people still living and working in Japan, a different kind of crisis has been building for decades. One with a name that Japan invented, because no other country had experienced it at this scale. Karoshi. It translates directly as death by overwork. Japan did not borrow this word from another language. It created it, because it needed one. In fiscal 2024, Japan's Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare recorded 1,304 officially recognized cases of overwork-related deaths and serious health disorders, up 196 from the year before. Of those, 1,057 cases involved depression and other mental health conditions. It was the first time in history that work-related mental health cases exceeded 1,000 in a single year. A government survey found that 1 in 5 Japanese workers is at risk of Karoshi, whether from heart attack, stroke, or work-related suicide. In the arts and entertainment sector, over 40% of technical staff and stage directors worked 60 hours or more per week. 60% of directors and producers had 1 day off or less per week. This is not a fringe statistic from a single industry. It is a structural feature of the Japanese economy. The question Japan is still struggling to answer is whether economic survival and human survival can coexist in the same system. Work culture is pressuring the living. But there is another crisis running in parallel, one affecting those who have already stepped away from working life. And in 2024, it reached a scale Japan had never officially measured before. In 2024, the National Police Agency released a statistic for the very first time. It was the first time the Japanese government had compiled a full national count of what are called Kodokushi, lonely deaths. People who die alone, undiscovered. The number was 76,020 in a single year. Over 76% of them were aged 65 or older. Nearly 4,500 of those bodies were not discovered for more than a month after death. 130 were not found for more than a year. This is not purely a crisis of the very old. In the first 3 months of 2024 alone, over 500 people between their teens and 30s died alone. The deeper driver is structural. By 2024, nearly 38% of Japanese households consist of a single person. The multi-generational household, once the backbone of Japanese social life, represented 50% of families in 1980. By 2015, it had collapsed to 12.2%. The bonds that once caught people when they fell are no longer there to catch them. When a person dies alone, they leave something behind. In Japan's case, they leave behind a home. And those homes are now accumulating across the country at a rate that has no precedent anywhere in the developed world. Akiya. In Japanese, it simply means empty house. As of 2023, Japan had 9 million of them, representing 13.8% of the country's entire housing stock. To put that in scale, 9 million empty homes is more than the entire population of New York City. Some of those homes sell for less than $10,000. Some are listed for free, and still nobody wants them. In the prefecture of Wakayama, 21.2% of all homes now sit vacant. Tokushima matches that figure exactly. In Kagoshima, the rate is 20.4%. These are not isolated pockets of decline. They are regions where the social infrastructure, the schools, the clinics, the local shops is shutting down because there are no longer enough people to sustain it. And the Nomura Research Institute projects that without dramatic intervention, Japan's vacant homes could reach 23 million by 2038. Fewer workers, fewer taxpayers, fewer children, more elderly, more empty homes. For any government, that arithmetic is difficult to manage. But Japan carries one additional burden that makes every single one of these problems harder to solve. Japan carries a national debt of 1,324 trillion yen. At the end of March 2025, that figure represented 234.9% of the country's entire GDP. To be precise, for every 100 yen Japan produces in economic output, it owes 235 yen. No other major developed economy in the world carries a debt burden of this scale. Greece, the country that triggered a European financial crisis, ranks second. Japan is first by a significant margin. This matters because a shrinking, aging population is the worst possible context in which to carry that debt. Japan's old age dependency ratio stands at roughly 50, meaning there are 50 people aged 65 and over for every 100 working-age adults. That ratio is worsening every year. The pension system, the healthcare system, and the infrastructure that keeps 124 million people alive all depend on a workforce that is contracting. The math does not resolve easily. None of this means Japan is finished. It is important to say that clearly. Japan remains one of the most technologically advanced, culturally rich, and socially stable countries on Earth. It has navigated extraordinary challenges before. There are communities, particularly in Okinawa, where people live longer, stay more connected, and maintain the kind of social fabric that protects against the loneliness crisis spreading elsewhere. Japan knows what it has lost. The question is whether it can rebuild it in time. Japan is not a cautionary tale about failure. It is a cautionary tale about what happens when a country's official story and its real story diverge for too long. The image Japan projects of order, precision, and quiet resilience is real, but so is the empty house next door, the colleague who never went home, the elderly neighbor whose name no one knew. Both versions of Japan exist at the same time. And understanding both is the only way to understand what is actually at stake. We want to hear from you. Do you think Japan can reverse this trajectory? Or has the demographic window already closed? And if you live in Japan or have family there, what does daily life actually feel like right now? Tell us in the comments. Your perspective is part of the real story. If this is the kind of documentary that makes you think differently about the world, subscribe to Global Uncovered. We cover the countries everyone has an opinion about and the realities very few people actually know. Hit subscribe and we will see you in the next one. Next on Global Uncovered, we go inside a country that the world calls a success story. But behind that headline, something very different is happening.